The top three behaviors that you're doing that are going to prevent you from achieving your goals in 2024. These behaviors are going to be surprising, and I'm guessing you do at least one of them already. And these behaviors are essentially due to your fear of failure. So we often have this fear of failure. We need to protect our self-esteem. And so we do things to protect ourselves, our own egos, so that we don't need to think poorly of ourselves. This is very important for us psychologically, to think well of ourselves. And so if we think we might fail, we do all of these like self-sabotaging mechanisms to protect ourselves. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with it, but if you don't realize that you're doing it, that can be a huge issue, because then you're going to end up at the end of the year, at the end of 2024, you're going to look back on your year and be like, why didn't I achieve all of those things that I wanted to achieve? Why? Okay, so the number one behavior that will block you from achieving your goals is overcommitting. And you probably didn't think overcommitting is a fear of failure behavior, an avoidance tactic, but it is. It's actually genius if you think about it. So I'm going to overcommit. And then if I don't do well on any of these things, then I can tell myself, oh, I didn't do well because I was overcommitted. It's a perfect insurance policy, right? For all the perfectionists out there. So another one that's very similar to this is procrastination. So procrastination is the like classic insurance policy for perfectionists, for people who have a massive fear of failure. And that is because it allows us to think, oh, I didn't do well on this project. I didn't do well on this presentation, whatever, because I did it last minute. And if I had had more time, I would have done a really good job. Perfect insurance policy. It makes perfect sense. And the last behavior that you're doing that's actually a sign of your fear of failure is blaming others. So this is very much human nature, so don't be too hard on yourself. But essentially, we blame others as a way to shift focus from ourselves. And so if we aren't moving towards our own goals, or if we feel scared of our goals, I mean, if you're not scared of your goal, is your goal even worthy, right? But oftentimes we do feel scared of our goals, and we feel scared that we don't have the ability to achieve our goals. This is normal. But because we're not aware of it, we shift our focus to others. We're like, oh, well, if so-and-so wasn't doing this, everything would be fine. And we kind of spin their behavior in our minds over and over again, and we focus on them. And that's a perfect escape mechanism for working on our own stuff, the stuff that we know we should be doing, the stuff we shouldn't be avoiding. And it's a great way to kind of escape our fear of failure, because we think like, oh, I would have achieved this if so-and-so hadn't done that thing that, I thought was wrong. So if you're doing these things, don't be super hard on yourself, like I said, but these are normal, but they're not ideal. So if you really want to achieve like the big things in 2024, you will need to overcome this. You'll need to be really honest with yourself and your kind of fear of failure behaviors. If this is something that you want to work on, I am offering a special avoidance program that will help you overcome all of your avoidance mechanisms this year so that you can achieve your big goals. Only this month. So send me a DM or schedule an intro session in my bio, and we can talk about that program and see if it's a good fit for you.